Waunell Reichert. At 84 years old, Waunell is Thomas University's most senior graduate. In fact, with this commencement, she becomes the oldest person to graduate from college documented in the state of Georgia, and her accomplishment is being recognized with a resolution from State Representative Darlene Taylor.
Welcome. You're listening to WMGR 99.3 FM, 930 AM, and WSEM 1500 AM. And our very, very special guest today is Miss Waunell. How are you doing this morning, Miss Waunell?
Just wonderful this morning. It's a beautiful day. Cool. We're ready for springtime.
Yes, we are. Thankful to have some sunshine peeking out this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Waunell, tell me how young you are.
Well, I'm just 84. Once September gets here, I'll be 85.
Wow. And what day in September?
September 7th.
Okay. All right. We're going to have to put that on our birthday calendar.
That's right.
At the radio station. So Miss Young, 84-year-old Waunell, has some really wonderful news that we've been waiting for a week. I've been so excited to meet you and for you to share the news with us as to what you've been up to.
The exciting part is that I'm going to graduate from Thomas University in Thomasville, Georgia on May the 3rd. That is the first Saturday in May, in case you forget the date. And I'm looking forward to wearing that cap and gown after graduating from high school in Cairo, Georgia in 1945.
Wow.
I was only 15 then, so it's been many years in between and an exciting life in between. But
wow. That is awesome. That my hat. You can't see me now, but I'm taking my hat off to her. That is incredible. That's just amazing. And when did you at one time start to go to school? Did life bring you a change of plans?
Well, I was right after high school in 1945. I went to business school in Thomasville, and I got a job in an office. And the interesting thing is that my first paycheck was 35 cents an hour. Nobody can believe that now. As soon as I got old enough, I went to work for the telephone company because they were making 75 cents an hour. But times changed since then. I got married, had 3 children by the time I was 21. And I worked for the telephone company then for 10 years. Then I retired to be a stay-at-home mom after my 4th child. And I started a daycare center that I did for 25 years. And when my youngest child was 5 years old, he was in the 1st grade, and I decided I wanted to go back to school and become a teacher. So I enrolled at Thomas University, which then was Birdwood. So it's come a long ways also in this year's, but since I had a husband that objected, I dropped out and stayed home then until all of my children, my 5 children, graduated from high school, went straight to college, and my husband died 10 years ago. And so I was really all alone, but I was never lonely because I have too many friends and too many things to do. I do a lot of volunteering, but anyway, I decided that I would go back to Thomas University and enroll again and take a psychology class.
Wow.
So I did. And Jody Amber was my first instructor, and she was wonderful. And after that first class and making a B, which I had struggled, I just thought I would never make anything. But that inspired me to go on, and I said, I really think I can do this. I really want to wear that cap and gown again. So here I am, 4 years later, wearing the cap and gown.
That is awesome. I'm going to try to make every plan I can to see you make that walk with that gown on. That's just inspiring, and I hope that if there's anyone listening to this interview, that they will say to themselves, you know what? She's going to be my inspiration. Young, middle-aged, older, yes, you can do it.
that's my whole purpose in all of this, is to inspire people to live until they die. So many people retire, and they retire from life. But life is a gift. We should enjoy it every day. We should appreciate it and make the most of it.
That's all. That is so true. That is so true. Now, we were joking when you came in today, and you had been on Jesus and Jammin' on Live 1019, and when you came over to my studio, I said, okay, it's kind of like going to a different place at a spa, and okay, well, we're going to fix your hair over here and give you a makeover, and, we were just joking around. But indeed, you had told me a little something about your hair. Would you like to share that with our listeners? That was priceless.
Well, a few months ago, I started growing my hair last December, and my hair grows really fast. And I said I wanted to grow long enough for locks for love. And it has to... In the times past, it had to be 10 inches, but now they take it 8 or 9 inches. So when my hair grew to be 9 inches that I could have cut off, I had it cut off for locks for love.
Wow.
So I feel like that even your hair could be useful for something. So that's what I want to do, is to be useful for something. I think God put me on earth for something besides just to fill up space.
I know he did. And you're right. There is a purpose, it's just like the Bible says, for everything under heaven and everyone under heaven. And you sure are a bright and shining example of that. And it's meant a lot to me for you to come in today and share that with me and to everyone listening. And is it true that you might be looking for a special young man to go with you?
Well, since my husband died 10 years ago in September, I laugh and tell people all I can meet is these young men. I don't want anybody 65, 66, or 67. That's the age of my children.
Yeah.
But if I can find a man that's 84 years old that can walk 3 miles, then I'm interested in meeting him.
Okay.
Because I do the Heritage Walk and I do the Rose City Walk, and I want somebody to walk in those walks so they can hold my hand.
That's what I'm talking about. What would all that wonderful life be without a little love to go with it? Little companionship.
Right.
Well, for all those listeners out there, if you meet the qualifications that you are a man over age 84 and you are walking and up to 3 miles, we might just have the perfect woman for you. So you can call us here at the station if you're interested in being her date. We might have to have the dating game show for you. You might have more callers than we have women, and we'll see what happens with that. But I believe we might end up with a man for you.
Well, we hope so.
God can send that man right on down here. He might be here before we get ready to get off the air.
We'll see.
That's right.
But I would like to recommend Thomas University to everybody of whatever age you are, because I have met some of the nicest young people straight out of high school from other towns, and also a lot of other people that have been in service that have come back to school later. So it's never too late to do anything that you dream about and want to do.
What a witness to that fact. And I'm sure they would say equally the same for you having been there, that that was a blessing for them to interact with you because you chose to be there. So.
One of my goals when I first started at Thomas University was to have a non-smoking campus. Well, that has come about. No smoking on campus. My other one is to have a 3-mile walking trail around the campus some way, and so that's somewhere in the making in the future. I hope it will become a reality in my lifetime.
I have a sneaking feeling that you're rutting out the path that you want that to be over there.
Right.
They might not have a choice but to lay pavement on top of where you've rutted it out.
Well, it would be so interesting to have somebody go out and walk someplace. We have lots of walking places, but something that says you've walked a mile, or you've walked 2 miles, or you've walked 3 miles, and do that in between classes. It'll make your brain work better.
Oh, yes, absolutely, with a little inspirational saying along the way from Miss Waunell. Yeah. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and look forward to possibly seeing that graduation, hearing about the man of the day that was there for you by your side, and please come back anytime you would like to and share with us. You're such a delight.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.